In the early hours of September 5th, 1982, a quiet neighborhood in West Des Moines, Iowa, was forever changed. Johnny Gosch, a 12-year-old paperboy, set out to deliver newspapers, a routine task that would mark the beginning of a baffling mystery that remains unsolved to this day. As the sun rose, his little red wagon brimming with papers, Johnny vanished without a trace. In a world that was about to be shaken by his disappearance, the Gosch family's life was shattered, but the impact extended far beyond their home. The disappearance of Johnny Gosch sent shockwaves through communities across the nation, raising concerns about the safety of children and the response of law enforcement to missing child cases. The heart-wrenching search led to a movement that forever changed the way society perceives and responds to these tragedies. This true crime video delves deep into the enigma that is Johnny Gosch's story. Through a chronicle of events, we'll explore the complexities of the case and the questions that still haunt us. The controversy surrounding the case, the desperate determination of his parents, and the chilling account of alleged sightings over the years paint a picture of a puzzle that has eluded resolution for 4 decades. Join us as we unravel the layers of this haunting mystery and shed light on the enduring legacy of Johnny Gosch's disappearance, a story that continues to shape the landscape of missing child investigations. On that fateful September morning in 1982, the Gosch household was unaware that their lives were about to be forever altered. Johnny Gosch, a diligent and responsible 12-year-old, embarked on his newspaper delivery route, a task he had taken on with unwavering dedication. But as the sun began to rise, an unsettling realization gripped the neighborhood. Johnny had not returned home. His little red wagon, symbolic of his paper route, was discovered a mere few blocks away, loaded with undelivered newspapers. Panic gripped his family as they realized that their beloved son was nowhere to be found. The initial assumption that he might have run away soon gave way to the chilling possibility that something far more sinister had occurred. Eyewitnesses emerged with stories of Johnny interacting with a mysterious man in a blue car, a fleeting encounter that would be etched in the memory of the neighborhood. As the pieces of the puzzle began to come together, it became evident that Johnny's disappearance was not a mere case of a wayward child. A wave of concern rippled through the community, a once safe haven, now haunted by uncertainty and fear. The disappearance of Johnny Gosch marked the beginning of an agonizing search, one that would reveal not only the tragic fate of a young boy, but also expose the depths of darkness that can reside beneath the surface of the seemingly ordinary. As law enforcement struggled to comprehend the circumstances surrounding his vanishing, Gosch family's unyielding determination to find their son would spark a movement that transcended the boundaries of their own tragedy. Amid the despair that enveloped the Gosch family after Johnny's disappearance, his parents, John and Noreen Gosch, emerged as unwavering beacons of hope. Faced with an inexplicable void in their lives, they channeled their anguish into a relentless determination to uncover the truth behind their son's vanishing. John and Noreen were not content to let Johnny's case become just another unsolved mystery. With hearts heavy but spirits unbroken, they embarked on a tireless quest to bring attention to their son's plight. They realized that silence wouldn't yield answers, and they understood that waiting was not an option. The Gosch family refused to be silenced by the darkness that had swallowed their son. Through countless interviews, media appearances, and the distribution of thousands of posters featuring Johnny's innocent smile, the Gosches transformed their grief into action. Their boundless energy radiated, igniting a spark of awareness across the nation. They were determined to ensure that their son's disappearance would not be in vain, and that it would lead to change, not just for their family, but for all families facing the nightmare of a missing child. As the Gosches worked tirelessly to raise awareness, their efforts would intersect with a novel idea, one that would become a powerful tool in the search for missing children nationwide. This idea, born out of the Gosches family's unyielding spirit, would soon become a symbol of hope and unity in the face of unimaginable adversity. Amid the relentless efforts of John and Noreen Gosch to find their son, an innovative idea emerged that would forever alter the landscape of missing child cases. One individual's notion would snowball into a nationwide movement that aimed to use the most ordinary of objects, a milk carton, to bring extraordinary attention to the plight of missing children. The idea was as simple as it was powerful, placing the photographs and details of missing children on milk cartons, turning an everyday item into a tool of awareness and solidarity. Johnny Gosch's face, along with that of another missing paperboy, Eugene Martin, graced the sides of milk cartons produced by the local dairy. The images were not just placeholders, they were a plea for attention, a call to action that transcended grocery aisles and permeated communities. The significance of these milk cartons lay not only in their visual impact, but in the story they told, of innocent children torn from the safety of their homes, of families desperately seeking answers, and of a society united in the quest for justice. As the campaign spread from local stores to dairy shelves nationwide, the faces of missing children became ingrained in the mouths of countless individuals, sparking conversations and inspiring compassion. In the wave of Johnny Gosch's baffling disappearance, a series of reported sightings emerged, casting an eerie shadow over the investigation. These accounts painted a haunting narrative of a boy seemingly lost in the void, glimpsed in fleeting moments that left more questions than answers. Strangers from different corners of the country claimed to have encountered Johnny, their stories spanning time and place. One chilling report surfaced from Tulsa, Oklahoma, where a woman recounted a heart-wrenching encounter with a boy who claimed to be Johnny Gosch. He begged for help, his words etching an indelible mark on her memory before he was forcibly taken away by unknown men. Another enigmatic episode occurred when a dollar bill passed through a grocery store in Sioux City, Iowa. Scrawled upon it were three words that cut through the mundane: "I am alive," alongside a signature that bore Johnny Gosch's name. Handwriting analysts confirmed this authenticity, reigniting hope even as it stirred unease. And then, perhaps most astonishingly, Johnny's mother, Noreen Gosch, claimed to have experienced a reunion of her own. In the stillness of a March night in 1997, a knock at her door unveiled a vision that defied reality. Her long-lost son, now a grown man, standing beside a mysterious figure. This surreal encounter left Noreen grappling with a bewildering mix of emotions and skepticism. The recurring echoes of Johnny's presence challenged the boundaries of belief and disbelief, intertwining grief and yearning in an intricate dance. Each sighting, whether corroborated or shrouded in uncertainty, only deepened the enigma surrounding his fate, leaving a haunting legacy that continued to puzzle, perplex, and captivate. As the years stretched on, and the mystery of Johnny Gosch's disappearance remained unsolved, a chilling theory began to take shape. One that thrust the case into the realm of darkness and secrecy that was difficult to fathom. Noreen Gosch, Johnny's mother, became an advocate for the theory that pointed to the existence of a sinister underworld, a shadowy network of child exploitation. Noreen steadfastly believed that her son had fallen victim to a pedophile ring, an insidious organization that preys upon innocence, leaving behind a trail of shattered lives. Her conviction was rooted in unsettling claims from individuals who alleged ties to such rings, suggesting that Johnny had become ensnared in a web of unthinkable horrors. One of these claims came from Paul Bonacci, a man serving time for child sexual assault. He asserted that he had been part of a criminal syndicate involved in child trafficking and abduction, that he himself had been coerced into participating in Johnny's kidnapping. Noreen found herself drawn into conversations that seemed to hold echoes of her son's voice, sparking a mix of hope and skepticism. Law enforcement, however, remained divided on the validity of these claims. Some dismissed them as ramblings of troubled minds, while others saw threads of potential truth woven into the narratives. The unsettling allegations blurred the lines between fact and fiction, leaving an indelible mark on the case's complex tapestry. In the wake of Johnny Gosch's inexplicable disappearance, his parents' resolute determination catalyzed a transformative shift in how society approached missing child cases. Their tireless advocacy didn't just shine a spotlight on the urgency of finding Johnny, it illuminated the broader issue of missing children across the nation. Their unwavering pursuit of answers prompted a wave of awareness that led to concrete change. The culmination of their efforts was the passage of the Johnny Gosch Bill in 1994 by the state of Iowa. This landmark legislation shattered the traditional waiting period of 72 hours before initiating search efforts for a missing child. Now, law enforcement was compelled to act immediately, acknowledging the critical importance of the initial moments in any missing child case. The ripple effects of this legislation spread far beyond Iowa's borders. The Johnny Gosch Bill set a precedent that underscored the urgency and significance of swift action in missing child cases. It redefined how law enforcement agencies, communities, and families approach such situations, recognizing that time was of the essence when a child's safety was in jeopardy. The story of Johnny Gosch's disappearance is one that defies resolution. Decades have passed, but the mystery remains shrouded in unanswered questions and haunting conjecture. His absence has left an indelible mark on the fabric of society, shaping the way we view missing children, the tenacity of their families, and the potential for justice. The legacy of Johnny's case extends far beyond the confines of his family's ordeal. It birthed a movement that brought together children to the forefront of public consciousness. The Milk Carton Campaign, born from the Gosch family's determination, ensured that the faces of countless missing children were seen by millions, fostering a sense of shared responsibility and compassion across the nation. Yet it is the eerie sightings, the pedophile ring theories, and the legislative impact that continue to shape the conversation. These facets remind us of the complexity inherent in cases of missing children, the collision of heartache and hope, despair and determination. The tale of Johnny Gosch is a reminder that the search for answers often stretches far beyond the confines of physical spaces. As we reflect on the legacy of Johnny Gosch, we are reminded of the power of unity, the resilience of families, and the pressing need for justice. The shadows cast by his disappearance have driven us to reevaluate our priorities, spurred us into action, and urged us to hold vigil for all the children who have vanished without a trace. Thank you for joining us on this complex journey through the story of Johnny Gosch. While the truth of his fate may remain elusive, his story serves as a testament to the unbreakable bond between a child and their family, and the enduring pursuit of resolution even in the face of the unknown. And remember everyone, stay safe out there.